what's your long term goals for the show?
For the show?
Uh-huh.
Oh, long term goals for the show. I want to, of course, make it a visual element to it,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to get to a point where we can do some things in studio. I want to start putting like panels of people together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Going beyond just that two-person conversation. Like, let's get groups of people together and
Oh,
start
okay.
having more dynamic conversations, more in-depth conversations. Like, let's go to colleges, like, you know what I'm saying, have forums
That
and
deep.
like
That
stuff
deep
like
end though.
that. Yeah.
You know. Wow. I see. I didn't think you was gonna come at me like that, but man, that deep end though, that'll be something to look forward to or hear stuff like that. You know that you can go to different high schools,
Mm-hmm.
elementary schools. When you said that, I was like, man, why not start in elementary school
We could.
in the hood,
Yeah.
you know, and stuff come, you know. I wanted to do because when we was going to school, we didn't have people to come to our schools with information,
Right.
being informative,
Mm-hmm.
showing you different stuff. And I wonder why is that? Was it the fact that no one did it,
Mm-hmm.
or did the fact that they didn't let nobody do it?
Mm-hmm.
But see, that's something we could find out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and that's essentially the idea, right? Because like something else that I'm passionate about is um, those. I keep calling them electives, but like you know what I'm saying, those activities. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about our schools, when you think about our schools and you think about electives, what you think? What you get?
I, it's been so long that I've been in school. I don't even know what
It's
he like to
sports.
see. Yeah, okay.
You got, you know what I'm
You right.
saying? When you think
Oh,
about
that's right. It was gym,
exactly, you got
band.
right.
Yeah, you right.
And we don't even got bands no more. Like the arts ain't in our schools like that. They don't fund the arts.
I forgot we used to have metal craft and wood craft and stuff like that.
Right. We don't
Oh,
have that like
man.
that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like imagine if somebody took the time and went back into the inner cities and it's just like introduce kids to these things that they don't have. Woodworking. You know what I'm saying? Woodworking. You know what I'm saying? Robotics. Like, you know what I'm saying? Programming, computer programming, stuff like that, getting their hands on it so they can find something that they're interested in early because you know what I'm saying, what's happening to a lot of kids now is they get sucked into technology, they get sucked into like the social media worlds and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying, they don't get to get that exposure to things that they could potentially fall in love with and be able to create a life with, you
Yeah,
know.
but I wonder though, like the YMCA and the Boys Club. I wonder, like, do they do those things? And
Hmm.
we just don't know
Yeah.
that they do those things. And but if we don't know, then there don't nobody else know.
Exactly.
You know, that's the key to it. It's like that's bad advertisement then. You know,
Yeah.
if we don't know and kids don't know
Hmm.
and blacks don't know, Hispanics don't know, like what's the whole purpose of doing it? Or
Right.
are they doing it at all?
Right. Right. It's exposure to it's exposure to resources. You know what I mean? It's being able to expose you to
Man, that's a good question though. I'm
uh
just saying, man, it make you want to just look in it and figure out where you can be helpful with.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, exactly. And that's really what I think is important for our communities is filling the gaps because we know the gaps are there, but who's going to fill them? You know what I'm saying? We know who's not going to fill them. So to me, that means that we have to find a way to create these and fill the gaps and introduce people to these resources because the resources, for all we know, could very much be there. And we just don't realize that they're there. You know what I mean?
Because I remember, growing up because you was talking about electives, and I wasn't thinking on that level. But then I was thinking, man, I remember they had auto shop,
Right.
and they had electrical, they had AC, they had all these plumbing, they had like all these different things they was teaching people, and then they don't teach you nothing now,
Right.
and I'm like, man,
Not unless you go to a school like I went to.
right, but like, well, you watch that probably in 10 years that's not gonna exist.
What I took don't what I the shop that I had isn't there anymore.
Oh, really?
You know? Like and you know the crazy part about it, now that you say, you're making me think about it, even with these things, right? Y'all asked me a long time ago when I started doing what I do now, why didn't I just come out of high school doing what I do now? I didn't know it was an option.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, even if kids take these classes, say you go to school and you work at a you learn how to work on a car, right? It's just like, are they telling you that you can go out and you can?
Yeah, because you still got to get the qualifications and everything. You just
We get them though.
Oh, for real?
We get them. I could have came. I did not have to go to college to do exactly what it is that I do right now. I could have came right out of high school and did exactly what I do right now. And you know what I'm saying? And actually, all of the people that I work around, I'm the only black one. All of the people that I work around in that place, that's exactly what they did. The only people that didn't do that are like the owners, because they went to school for like business.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So, but everybody else, they just got out of high school and started their life and did what they do now, and they get paid what they get paid because we work in trades, so we get paid based off experience. You know what I mean? It's just like every year I become more valuable. Every year that I do that job, I become more valuable. Right. And it's just like they don't push these trades like they, you know what I'm saying, like they as valuable as they are. They tell you go to college, go to college, go to college. Now I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with going to college, but if that's not what makes you happy, right? And if you're not going for something that makes you happy, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? If you be happier working on cars, or you know what I'm saying, doing whatever other trades it is, like, you know what I'm saying, you might as well go do that, and you could be more lucrative. But they don't tell you that. They tell you got to go to college.
Well, because I look, because college, man, they college ain't giving you, if you ain't a doctor, a lawyer, something at that on that realm. All college doing is teaching you how to think faster than the average person. They teach you how to organize better, because they figure, like, if you can go to school for 4 years and take all that direction,
right,
you can help run their company. That's all. You can help run their company. They saying the people with a high school education that if that's all you want to do, then you could be a grunt.
Right.
Then you know that's what they tell you when you go look for a job, and they say, like, the nice job that's gonna pay a little bit more. They say you gotta have a college education. You gotta have some high school education. You could drive a forklift. That's it. All that other stuff is saying that your ass went to school for 4 years, paid $100,000 to take directions, and you gonna go and help run this man's company and make him a millionaire, and you not gonna be a millionaire. But people getting slicker than that now. People starting their own businesses.
Yep.
People doing their own things with their college education.
Because that's the only way they was going to get an opportunity. Right.
Yeah. Exactly. And they just getting smarter with that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why a lot of people are in the position that they are in now. Like, even I saw two things, right? One thing, Talisha said, you don't even have to have a college degree to be a teacher anymore.
Right.
And then another thing that I saw an article where it was saying that fewer jobs now are requiring a college degree because even they are realizing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's getting to a point where it's just like college is expensive, and and with the job markets and the way things work out, it's not even worth it. You know what I'm saying? It is to some people, depending on what your major is, but it in some cases, people will go get a whole college degree, put themselves in debt, and still be working the same job that you wouldn't have worked if you didn't go to college.
Right.
So
Yeah.
now you just in debt that you can't get